Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be doing this full face of makeup using Technic products. So Technic are kind of like a cheapy kind of drugstore brand, and I feel like they get a bit of a bad rep because they are cheap, but like really they do have some good products. I've done videos on Technic in the past, so I'll link those in the description box. And you can buy Technic in like a variety of places. So you can buy it on their website. That's where they are the most expensive, but I would definitely sign up to the mailing list because they quite often do like 30 to 40% off. You do have to pay for shipping. I don't think it's expensive. I think it's only about £3 or £4, but you know that can add up. So they can, I think the best deal I've seen is 40%, and I think when I bought the foundations here that I'm going to show you, I think and the palette, the big palette, I think I bought them at 40% off. So obviously the new releases are going to go straight to their website. Now I've noticed that they also do sell them in, I think it used to be called Graham's, I think it's now called Body Care, so I'm not sure if it's still called Graham's in other places. So it's just like a cheapy kind of, you know, body kind of shop where they do like, you know, toothpaste to body wash to makeup and, you know, house things. They do like bits of everything. So I know they have like stores in the north, but obviously I've not been down to the south and seen if they do them. So anyway, in body care you can usually get them quite a bit cheaper. I've noticed like things that were on the website for like £3 are usually like £1. So it is, you know, if you can find them in a body care, that's where you'll get like the best deal. So they don't stock everything there, but they do quite often get things in, and there is obviously that delay because the website needs to sell them first. I have also noticed you can get them at Fragrance Direct. They have free shipping over, I think it's either £20 or £25. Again, there's a little bit of a markup because it's like a website, you know. And where else have I seen them? I've seen them in a beauty outlet. So they have, I know they have stores in like the, what are they called? I think they're called MacArthur Glen outlets. So I've seen them in, I think it's called Gloucester Quays, like the outlet they have there. I've seen them in Cheshire Oaks, and like a couple like that are dotted around the company. So you'll find them in beauty outlets. I'm not 100% sure where else you can find them from, but that's like 4 places that you can at least find them. So Technic are quite active on their Instagram, obviously not like massively active, but they still do like a couple of stories a day, that kind of stuff, but they predominantly feature like really glam looks. So I would like to see them do like everyday people like wearing their makeup, you know, like everything seems to be like the really glamorous pictures. And I think they've probably made that decision to like show that, okay, you don't have to spend a lot of money to be able to do that, these really amazing looks, which I get, but I just want to see them like appealing to more everyday people and everyday kind of like wear. So I think we're ready to start. I have like everything in this really big tub here, and it's actually really heavy. I am wearing the overnight lip mask. I'm assuming this is kind of like a dupe for like, is it the Laneige lip masks or something like that? So it's just like a little, well, little lip mask, and this is actually really good. I've had this for a while. You can put it on at night or like I do during the day, and it just, yeah, it makes your lips really nice and soft. So that's one thing I do recommend. While like I'm filming this, obviously my hair isn't done. I'm still in like pigtails, so I'm just gonna like, I've got these from Primark, and they're just like magic hair clips. So they were £2 and you get like 10, and you just like put them as clips, and then they don't make any marks or anything like that. It looks a bit weird like with the little poofy bit, but they just don't make any like indents that like other clips might make. Okay, so we are ready to start, and the first thing we're going to do is prime. So I have the Technic Matte Fix Liquid Mattifier Primer. So it just looks like this. I think Revolution have also got one of these. I can't remember how much this was, sorry. As I've mentioned, you know, prices vary with Technic, like, so you can buy them for like a multiple amount of places, so I'll, you know, I'm probably not gonna say like prices. So I have actually tried this once before. One day I was just like rushing around for a primer, I couldn't find one, and then this was there, so I have tried it before. And from what I remember, it kind of left like white marks. Like, I don't know if like you really need to blend it in or something, but I'm gonna like put it on and see if it has like the same kind of thing today. So it's just like a little pink liquid with a dropper. There we go. So I'm just going to put some of that on my face. I've got like a flat foundation brush. This is just from like Poundland. I use these all the time. These are great for skincare primers, and like they're so cheap. So yeah, just going to put that on my face now and then let it set. While the primer's setting, let's talk foundation, because I have 3. So they're all in the shade Porcelain, but one of them looks a little bit darker. So I've got this Luminous Glow foundation. So this is a demi matte foundation, so I'm assuming this is like a dupe for like NARS Sheer Glow. I have this Sculpt and Define, which is a matte finish foundation. So this is like a medium coverage. This one doesn't say, like the Luminous Glow doesn't say the coverage. And then I've got this Technic Pro Finish and Matte Fix. So this just says it's a long wear foundation, and again doesn't say like the coverage, but these are both like porcelain. And can you see like a shade difference? I know like some people might be like, oh, that's hardly anything, but because I'm so fair, like the slightest shade difference is a lot to me. So I think I'm going to discard this one just because it's a little bit darker. Do you know what? I think we're going to try the Luminous Glow foundation because it's a demi matte. I like a matte, so, you know, just give like a bit more of a nice healthy glow. Okay, so I've just zoomed you in, and that's just because, you remember before I said like about like, I remember like a white kind of finish to this primer, like where it dried funny. So it's dried funny here, and it's dried funny like this streak down my face. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. It's not really like buffing out. Oh, that one's buffed out a little bit. It's just really weird why it does that. Oh, I've got one on my forehead as well. Right, I'm just gonna have to like either blend this out or take it off, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I did get rid of them white patches. I just kind of like buffed them away with my finger. I just think it was really weird why I did that. Maybe I didn't blend it into my face properly, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to move on to the foundation. So I'm going to, like as I said, I'm going to wear the Technic Luminous Glow Demi Matte Foundation 30ml shade Porcelain. And from what I'm aware, this is the lightest shade. I'm hoping it's going to have a really good coverage on it, because it doesn't say, it just says a lightweight foundation, so I'm not sure whether that means it's going to have a lighter coverage. But I do need something at the moment to like cover all these spots, because I'm getting like really bad maskne at the moment, because my skin is just hating it whenever I'm wearing a mask, and you can feel it like when I've worn it for like an hour or two, my face gets all sticky and horrible. And then I obviously go and wash my face afterwards, but you know, the damage is like already done, so like I'm breaking out really bad. So if anyone has any like tips for maskne, please leave me some comments, you know, any good products or treatments you can use, because like, I'm really suffering at the moment. Anyway, I'm gonna put this foundation on with the beauty blender. I did get a beauty blender in one of my TK Maxx come shops with me. It was a mystery blender, if that makes any sense. It was like you got like this little box and you didn't know what colour you were gonna get, and then anyway I ended up getting like the normal pink colour, which is, you know, it's fine, and it was £10. So I think a normal beauty blender is like about £16 to £18, so it's a little bit cheaper. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop that on now. Okay, so that's the first pass with the foundation. Obviously it's just been applied to my face, so I still look a little bit glowy while it's setting. I wish the colour was just like a tad bit lighter, but overall I think for like a first pass, I think like the coverage is quite good. This spot's peeping through a little bit, as is this one, but this one will be quite hard to cover. But all like my little ones, you know, it's managed to cover those. So I think like I could probably like build that one up as well. So I think it's looking alright. I do feel it's a little bit yellow, which I don't mind, but if I'm picking a foundation, I usually like to pick a neutral foundation. I don't like to sway too pink or too yellow. So yeah, the foundation is looking alright, and it actually does feel very lightweight. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything thick. So if you're wondering like what I'm using like as my mirror today, I'm actually just using my kimchi palette in You Make Me Happy. I love kimchi products, so yeah, I was just using that because it's got a nice big mirror. So the next product we're going to be using is a 3-in-1 canvas. So this is like a multi-use product. This says it is contour, sculpt and conceal. So I'm assuming like you'd obviously need a darker one to contour. But yeah, this is like a 3-in-1 product. I'm sure I've heard this being used as an eye base as well. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I'm going to use this as my concealer today. So yeah, I'm just going to put that on with my beauty blender. Like the concealer on, I do think it's actually got really good coverage. It's helped conceal that spot, which is great. It is the shade Porcelain, and it is the exact same shade as the foundation, which is good because it's not like I was expecting it to be darker than the foundation, but it's not, which is good. But that is the lightest shade, so I can't do any like under eye brightening. This is, you know, this is just as good as it's gonna get. But yeah, very happy with the coverage. It's covered my spot, and it's covered like I get a bit of redness on my nose as well, and it's covered that brilliantly. Okay, so I have to set my face off camera because I did actually forget to buy a Technic powder. So I'm using this Focalure one today, and I've done like a video testing Focalure makeup, and this is like a really nice powder. So I will link that one in the description box so you can check that one out. But I think like when I've put the powder on, like my base looks really nice. I have been seeing like, you know, a little bit of patchiness like on my face, you know, at times, and you know, I'm not getting that today. I tried like some Poundland makeup the other week, and that looked horrible on as like a base. So you can check that video out. I'll leave that one in the description box as well. But this one like looks so much nicer. Okay, so next thing I'm going to be trying is this Technic Mega Bronze Matte. So it's just like a 4-quad bronzer palette. Now I've seen this like all over like Instagram and stuff, so you know, it's quite a popular palette. There are quite a few shades on it, which I think is very good because, like, you know, if I'm not wanting to do much that day, I can just use this fair one, but I would probably use like this one. But that is the darkest that it would go, so it's obviously not suitable for everyone, and they only do this one palette as well. So yeah, I'm just going to use that shade and put it around my face. That's like the bronzer on, and I actually really liked it. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like beforehand. I thought like the powders might be quite stiff, but they're not actually. Like, they're not like too powdery, but when you put it on your face it kind of blends really nicely. It doesn't like blend away into nothing, but like say at the beginning I put like quite a bit on, but it blended out really nicely. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. And obviously I can go in with like one of the darker shades if I wanted to contour with it as well. So I haven't got a blush, so we're just going to bronze today. So we're going to leave highlight till later and we're going to move on to eyes now. So I've used this primer so many times in so many other videos, but this is the Technic eye canvas. So this is kind of like a P. Louise kind of dupe. It's just like a, you know, like the thick kind of eye bases that you put on. They do this in like a few shades. This is the shade Light. I think it's like really cheap, like £1.30, you know, like something really cheap, like from, you know, all the Grahams and kind of beauty outlets and stuff. So I'm just going to put that on as a base, then we're going to move on to eyeshadow. Okay, so I've got two palettes to try here. I've got this massive one here, which is called the Ibiza palette. Let's just open it here. So it's like a massive rainbow palette, and I think this is like a Morphe dupe. They do other palettes as well, which just look like Morphe palettes as well. So, you know, if you want to get some little bit of discount, you know, you could get it cheaper. I think like I have seen this one on the Technic website for like about £10, but I have seen them elsewhere, like places like Fragrance Direct, for about £6.99. But these do sell out quite quick. I've seen them go quick on the Technic website just because like they are, you know, pretty stunning. I also have a smaller palette. I have this little Technic one, and this is the Bewitched palette. So this is like a dupe for the, what was it, the Huda, like the little ones they did, like the nude ones, the light version. So it's just like a pretty, you know, little palette. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use this little one and I'm going to kind of do a neutral look, and then I'm going to do like a pop of colour from this one because I don't really fancy doing something really out there that I normally do today, but I do fancy like putting like a pop of pink or purple in. So I'm going to zoom you in and then we're going to move on to the eyes. Okay, so we are all zoomed in. So this palette actually does have a mirror in the top, which is great because I can use that one. I'm going to go in with, there's no shadow names on here, just numbers. What does it say on here? Oh, that's cute. It says developed and designed in Britain on the back, which is really cute, and it also does say it's against animal testing as well, which is fabulous. So, oh, this palette is called Bewitched. It does say on the back. Oh, duh, it says it on the front as well. So I'm gonna go into kind of like this dusty rose kind of colour and just put that one in the crease to start with. I know this is like only a light colour, but I do feel like it's taking quite a bit of packing on and it kind of is blending away a little bit. So I'm going to like see what I can do. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, I mean it's a bit more obvious up front, is that I've had my eyebrows topped up on the microblading, so they're a bit patchy at the moment, but I can't touch them yet. You know, I'm not allowed to put makeup on them, so I have got a little brow pencil and I will show it to you in a bit, but I can't use it, so we're just gonna focus on the eyes. Okay, so this is like still looking quite light, so there's like another kind of transition colour here, but to be honest I don't think it's going to do anything to the look. So I'm just going to go straight into the dark colour, put it on the outer crease and put it into the crease as well. Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can do at this point. So I'm just going to like pack and then blend. Cut my crease off camera, and I'm not like that wowed with this palette, to be honest. I mean, the shimmers might be better, but the mattes are not great. So I'm gonna put like a lid shade on out of here. So let's have a look. Obviously I'm drawn to the pinks. Yeah, you know what, let's put that pink bubble gum on the lid. So I just like dipped my brush in it and so much pigment came off. Let me show you the palette. So like, can you see that there, that pink shade? Like loads of pigment came up. I don't think that's like a cream or anything. Maybe like it's just loose, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to tap off like so much excess, but it looks pretty pigmented. Technic, I see you. Like, this one is so much more pigmented, and you know, I have had palettes from Technic in the past and they have been really pigmented, like the smaller kind of palettes. I'll put some links in the description box because I'm sure I've reviewed like quite a few of the Technic palettes, like the Shaken Not Stirred, and I can't remember like the other one, but it was like a Huda kind of dupe. But anyway, they're quite old videos on my channel, so obviously like my makeup wasn't as grey, you know, back then. But anyway, I think the bigger the palette, the better the quality, really. I feel like I've tried some of these smaller palettes before and the quality just wasn't there. So maybe Technic sourced these from like a different lab or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, this one's like a bit of a no, and this one so far is a yes, but then obviously I've only tried one shade. But we're going to put like another one on this join. So because we're like into the pinks, I'm just going to go down a shade and I'm going to put that matte pink in that join there. I love it. So yeah, obviously, you know, I'm going to be doing some more playing around with this palette because it's really good. It knocks the socks off the other one. So I haven't got a liner from Technic, so I'm just going to go and find another liner, and then I do have some Technic lashes for us to put on. Okay, so a liner is on. I completely forgot that I've got a mascara as well to try. So this is the Intoxicate mascara, and obviously it's in black. Kind of reminds me of like Too Faced kind of packaging, giving me those kind of vibes. So I can't put mascara on and then put lashes on, like they just don't seem to work for me. So I'll be using it to kind of like blend the gap, I suppose, between like my normal lashes and the false lashes, and then I'll use them on my lower lashes. So these, I've had these for like a couple of months. They're getting a little bit dusty on the front. So these are the Faux Mink 3D lashes. I think I only paid like about $3.99 for these, and I think these are in the style London. I can't see anywhere else, but I'm assuming that's what it is. So my duo glue is in the other room, so I'm just going to be lazy and try and use the glue inside. I never use like the glue inside these, and people say like the glue inside Primark lashes is like really good. So we'll see. You never know, like that teeny weeny glue that's just fallen might be really good. Okay, so I've got the Faux Mink lashes on now, and I do think they look really pretty because they're not like OTT, they're kind of like nice natural wispy lashes, because I hate the way some lashes look dead plastic and just like on your face. I think that these could be my lashes. They had a really nice thin band on them, which made it easy to put on. The only trouble I had was my inner corner just wouldn't stick down, so I had to go and get my duo glue and, you know, just stick them on. But the glue that came with them, you know, stuck the rest on and it was fine. So yeah, that looked alright. I'm just waiting for it to set and then we'll do the mascara. So in the meantime, while that's setting, because I don't want to put mascara on and then rip them lashes on, I will be gutted. So in the meantime, let's pour the lower lash line on and let's do something fun. So I know this look is like very pink, and obviously it would make sense to put a pink on the lower lash line, But part of me's wanting to do purple. I could put this like kind of darker kind of purple on. It looked quite lavender from a distance, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna put that one on. Like, it looks a pretty cool colour, and just put that on the lower lash line. Purple is on, and it's kind of just what I wanted, just like a hint of colour, but nothing like overwhelming that's going to detract from that pink. And I think like obviously purple complements it. So I've just put some liner on the lower lashes. This is just like an Avon liner. These are really good. It's called the Big Skinny Waterproof Precision Kohl Liner. This is in the shade Burnt Olive, and honestly I feel like, you know, sometimes dark greens and browns are a lot more flattering in your waterline because black can be really harsh, but you know, darker greens and browns can just look at, you know, a bit more flattering for you. Okay, so I think my lashes are stuck down now, so we're okay to do mascara. So it's got like a nice big wand. It smells quite sweet, and that's weird for a mascara. I don't know, like, yeah, it's just got a really sweet smell to it. So I'm just gonna, obviously I'm not really gonna see what it's doing to my top lashes because it's just blending those two together. So it's actually quite bizarre that I started this video about an hour and a half ago, and it's getting dark outside now, so I can't like take my picture in natural lighting for the thumbnail. And it's 2 o'clock. It's gone dark in the UK. It's 2 o'clock. It's madness. I can't wait for it to start getting lighter again. So let me just zoom you in so you can see that lower lash line. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but this is the one that I've done. This is the one that I haven't done, and I feel like it's quite wispy. I'd be interested to see, you know, what this is like without like on a normal day when I'm not wearing false lashes, to see how good this mascara is. But I mean, so far it's quite good. Yeah, like it. Okay, so while we're here, I just wanted to show you the brow pencil. So this is the Ultra Fine Micro Brow Pencil, and it's a really skinny one. So it's got like the spoolie on one end, and then it's a twist up on the other end, and then it's so precise. Like, that is just me pressing on like a tiny bit, you know, like that's how precise it is. And then you can really amp it up, you know, and make it like darker. So that's like a really, really nice brow pencil if you after something. And I can't even see the colour on it. Oh, dark brown. So I'm assuming like the next one after this will be like a black. Like, I think, yeah, this might be like the darkest brown. Well, obviously dark brown, but I don't think, you know, other than going black, that's as dark as you'll get. Okay, so we are on to highlight time. So I've been really intrigued to try this out, if I can even get into it. Oh, there we go. So like, again, this is one of them things that influencers really post about, this highlight. I've seen when they do share things to their Technic Instagram, it's usually this palette. So you've got like a light icy white, you've got more of a light champagne, and then you've got like 2 deeper bronzy gold colours. So obviously like this is going to be too deep for me, and I could probably wear that, you know, on a day that I'm a little bit tanned. But these two are going to be like my everyday kind of colours. So I'm going to go into this like gold colour. This is like a Morphe R31 brush. I've just got this, so I just wanted to like try it out. Oh, well, that's obviously like straight in there with the colour. Wow! Okay, so just had to like go and blend it in a little bit so it's just not like a stripe on my face. But wow, like, look at that. Like, I understand now why everybody talks about this highlight palette. Wow, I'm going to put some of that on my inner corners as well, because that'll make the eyes pop. I do have a product that I'm not going to try today just because I'm very happy with the way my makeup has turned out and I don't want to ruin it on like a chance product. So this is one of like those glowy sprays, you know, like where you can just sit and stare at them for hours, like where you shake them and they look absolutely like beautiful. That's like mesmerizing. So this is like a face and body mist, so obviously better for the summer really, you know, like you can just put it on your collarbones and look really nice. So yeah, I'm not going to try that today just because I'm very happy with how we're looking so far. But we're going to do lips now. So I have got this retractable lip liner in the shade Nude. Okay, so that's like the nude liner. It's probably a little bit darker than I would like to go because I'm quite fair, so anything like darker usually like makes the whole thing darker. So I'm just going to put like a gloss over the top of it. I don't have any other lip products from them. They do like loads of different glosses and lipsticks, but nothing that really like caught my eye. So I'm just going to put this Colourpop gloss on. So this is one of the Luxe glosses in the shade Just Cuddle. So this is like a light colour, so I'm hoping it like really brings it, you know, a little bit lighter. There we go, so it's bringing it more like down to my colour. Okay, so this is the final look, and if I'm going to be completely honest today, there was no real fails bar this palette, this Bewitched palette. That was a bit rubbish, but everything else was like really good. I know I've tried Technic makeup in the past and it's been quite good, but I think there's like kind of like this perception of because it's cheap it means it's rubbish, and that's not the case at all. So like I've said before, you can buy it at like a discounted price, so you know, even if it's £10 on the website, there's usually like a discount code. But yeah, just took my hair out of braids, so I sleep with my hair in it wet and it just gives me like little mermaid hair. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out today. I'm looking forward to using my base products again, so the foundation and concealer definitely, because like it makes my, you know, maskne look so much better. I really like the Ibiza palette and all those pinks and that purple, you know, everything looks great. So thanks for watching today. I'm going to link you some other Technic videos in the description box so you can check those out, and I've got other like full faces like coming soon. I've got Olivia Hale by Home Bargains, I've got Shop Miss A, I've got like a couple to do, and now that it's Christmas and I'm getting to have a little bit of time off, might have a little bit more time to film those. So thanks for watching today, and I will see you again shortly. Bye!